And this was the Hornets pulling into the arena. A lot of the guys dressed in their very best. Now they turn their attention toward picking up a win in enemy territory. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. And that's Coit Tower, perched high atop Telegraph Hill here in San Francisco. We're just about set for action. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Taking a look at the Hornets, they've had a very slow start to the season so far, down in the bottom half of the conference.
And checking out Charlotte, they've got to make some changes at the end of the season. That much is clear. Not sure whether that goes for the coaches or the players or both, but something has got to change.
For me, the decision makers have a lot of tough choices to make. They also need to look in the mirror because they're the ones who assembled this team.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, for a team that has the unbridled ambition of the Golden State Warriors, moving to San Francisco is fitting. A city whose fortunes have risen astronomically in this era of new technology. Now in Oakland, the Warriors were comfortable and successful in an arena that they had played in since the late 60s. But for a franchise that aspires to be light years ahead of the competition, moving to a billion-dollar stadium seemed obvious. Kevin?
Oakland has been a wonderful home for the Warriors, but we know San Francisco will be too. Thanks, D.A. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Rozier and Monk, they're the backcourt. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Zeller, and it's Washington in at the 3. And for the Warriors, in at forward, it's Thompson and Green. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set, and it's Looney in at the 5 spot. And, Smitty, what about the teams that know they're going to be championship caliber contenders? How do they stay motivated early in a season with so many games to play?
You know, it's hard. I think a lot of those guys, they're looking at, I would say now we're talking about load management for those type of teams. They're just trying to make sure their bodies, their minds are ready for that run. But usually those championship teams, they understand they're motivated by winning. They get it together at the right time.
Clock at 6. Pass to Monk. Three-pointer. Warriors with the rebound. Curry dishes to Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Green's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Warriors. Rozier against Curry. Puts it up from 12. There's the pass to Biyombo. Zeller with it. Looney on him. Tries again. Basket good.
And a tall player with that kind of speed is a rare commodity.
Bounce pass, Russell. Here's Curry. That one wide left.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
On offense, here are the Warriors. The drive by Russell. And a missed layup.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Rozier for 3. No good that time. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
But hey, it's a different season, and anything can happen.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Washington. He's covered by Thompson. Passes it to Monk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The tray.
And nice hustle by Russell, trying to make himself into more of a two-way player.
Golden State moving it around. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Washington. Flushes it down to finish the break.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, the former UCLA Bruin, Kevon Looney, not a top option, but he knows how to contribute.
I love the energy and movement that Looney plays with. Doesn't create a lot on his own, but he always picks his spots, and he can finish a play if you take your eye off him.
Now, here is Russell. He's coming off a 16-point game against San Antonio.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Range that extends out to the parking lot. How do you guard that?
Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to Sacramento. Has to be Biombo. Here's Washington. Back to Biombo. Pass to Zeller. Rozier for three. Can't hit that one. Curry with some nice D. Warriors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Thompson throws it down.
The beauty of Draymond as a facilitator, really sees the entire floor.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Looney sends it back.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
Thompson with the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Hornets trail by 5. Now Monk. 17 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. Steph Curry fourth.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Takes a 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. Good season for him last year. Averaged 21 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
And Looney sends it back.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's Rozier. The Warriors making the shot. The pass to Washington. To stop the drought. Basket counts.
And Monk's just got a good feel for kind of how to exploit the defense, especially about how quickly he gets his shot off after getting the pass.
Now here's Curry. 23 points for him the last game against San Antonio. He had a nice open look right there.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
So Rozier will bring it up for the Hornets. Trailing here by 8. Passes it to Monk from outside the arc. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry attacking. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Hornets trail by 10. Rozier the pass to Zeller. The dish to Monk. Over Russell. The shot by Monk is no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Here's Rozier. Lays it in off the breakaway.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Now, here is Russell. Outside Curry. Pass to Looney. Back to Curry for the 3. The shot will not fall. And the Hornets now going the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
So it's the Warriors now. After the basket by Charlotte, Thompson passes to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And the Warriors miss again. Hornets trail by 6.
The Warriors, the league's best offense the last 4 seasons straight. Big reason, they're the best passing team in the league for the last 5 years. That's why they are a fun team to watch.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And the Warriors last season scoring an NBA record 51 points in a quarter.
You know, Kevin, they can hit you with a big run at any time. That puts a level of fear in the opposition. You lose focus for a minute, and they'll embarrass you.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. Omari Spellman comes in for Green, and Alec Burks subbed in for Russell. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Cody Zeller. Williams comes in for Biyombo. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Washington. And it's Batum in for Monk. And the versatile wing, Nick Batum, wants to do-it-all score. But, Greg, he's started to take less of an active role in offenses lately.
And Batum has been asked to do less volume scoring, but it's helped his efficiency as a player. Now past 30 years of age, you could see his role on teams being similar to that of Andre Iguodala's as he ages in the league.
He's off on the first. Well, last season, the NBA expanded the three-point shootout contest to 10 contestants at All-Star Weekend. Smitty, do you ever wish that you'd had another shot at it?
Yes, indeed, Kevin. I didn't shoot it as well as I wanted to in that contest. Whether they added 10 or more or 20 players, I just wish I had another shot. But it's over, and now I can dream about it.
Now, here's Burks. 9-point game his last outing. Thompson, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And there's the call on Curry. That's foul number 2 for him. Hernan Gomez with the ball. It's Kidd-Gilchrist on the wing. Back to Hernan Gomez. He kicks it to Batum.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Here's Burks. Batum grabs the miss.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Pass to Burks. Kicks to Thompson. Plenty of space. The Hornets pull it in.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
That's tipped. And the pass to Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
And here is Rozier, who's coming off a 13-point game against Sacramento. And Curry pulls it down.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Thompson misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Williams kicks to Kid Gilchrist. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Batum with the steal. Passes to Rozier. Thompson comes with the double team. That one good for 2.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Warriors leading by 5. Curry is inside. Rozier defending. Count the basket. That's 7 points for Steph Curry.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Rozier. 1:46 left to play in the first. On the wing, Batum. Wide open. That one a little long.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Spellman the pass to Cauley Stein. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
A Sacramento King for his first 4 seasons. Willie Cauley-Stein was ready for a fresh start. They allowed him to leave, and he got his wish in Golden State. The athletic rim runner, a nice pickup for the Dubs.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein has lived up to his draft spot of being number 6, Greg, overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop, but at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And Cauley-Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Here's Burks. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist, and the foul on Alec Burks. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Hornets trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside, Batum. Burks against Bridges. Clock at 4. Charlotte needs to get a shot off.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Charlotte no good that time either. Here's McKinney. And it's off the back rim, no good. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Hernan Gomez kicks to Williams. Pass to Batum. Tipped away. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Burks. And he goes in for the dunk.
Blazing first step of Burks, enabling him to leave the defense in his wake.
Here's Batum. From deep 3-point range, and an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. The Warriors on top, up 10. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green speaks about the importance of passion and effort on defense.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to want to communicate. It's the effort to take that one extra step to help someone. It's an effort to move up one step to get into the ball as opposed to sitting off the ball.
Well, and he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively, and if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors, Alec Burks is out there with Robinson. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's McKinney in at the 3, the small forward. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. But Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Pass to Burks. Here's Spellman, defended by Batum, with his first shot attempt. Spellman, no good.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
On up the court. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Batum, following the score by Golden State. The pass to Williams. Back to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Robinson. Here's McKinney. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And he gets it to go.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Batum passes to Kid Gilchrist. They grab their own miss. Williams passes it to Hernan Gomez. Charlotte no good that time either. Warriors leading by 15. McKinney passes to Spellman. Feeds it to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And the Hornets call time here. You know, Steve, so much goes into being an effective bench player. What do you like to see in a team's 6th man?
What I love, Kevin, is a guy that can come off as a 6th man is he doesn't disrupt what's going on with the starters. Also, he's ready. And most of those guys that wins that award, they don't need time to adjust to the game. They come in and make an immediate impact.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Cauley Stein. Draymond Green comes in for Amari Spellman. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Alfonso McKinney. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Biyombo checks in for Marvin Williams. Washington's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Malik Monk in for Nicholas Batum. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now, here is Robinson. No points in the game yet for him. He kicks to Burks. Lock at 6. Back to Robinson. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And the Hornets with possession here. 15-point game. Pass to Zeller. And here is Monk. Back to Zeller. Pass to Washington. Stolen by Robinson. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. And Green slams it in.
Just another thing to love about Draymond's game. He runs the floor with a fury.
Hornets trail by 17. Now Bridges. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento. Now here's Monk. He's guarded by Russell. The shot by Monk is no good.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Robinson kicks to Green. Burks in the corner. And the Warriors can't hang on to the ball.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Russell. Last year, getting it done. Last season, put up about 21 points a game, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
Now, here's Monk. Pulls up. Shot clock at 5. Charlotte again missing. Warriors leading by 17. Outside, Russell. Up top, Burks. Back to Russell. Now the pass to Burks. Over Zeller. Burks can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 17. Here's Washington, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. For Charlotte, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
The first one falls. Rozier, he's checked in for the Hornets. And he makes both free throws. You know, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
He dishes it to Zeller. And he uses the glass on the layup. Zeller's got 4 points in the quarter.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Pass to Robinson. The Hornets pull it in. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. They start a 3-game homestand with that game.
Come get it, come get it.
Rozier with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. And it's Rozier missing. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. 17 points was their biggest margin. 2 points. That one goes.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with his offense.
Hornets trail by 15. Now, here's Rozier. Bridges with it. And that's good from Bismack Biyombo on the assist from Bridges.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
Pass to Burks. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Zeller's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Washington. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. And here's Russell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And D'Angelo Russell was expected to be targeted this past summer. Ends up as a sign and trade to the Warriors. Was going to leave Brooklyn after the Durant signing no matter what. Should be an interesting fit.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And Russell at 6'5", able to play at the point guard or the shooting guard. Greg, when you look at his game, what's his best position?
Probably the one. I mean, we're seeing a trend towards bigger point guards at the same time that 4s and 5s are trending smaller. Everybody wants that switch ability on defense.
Rozier looking around. Dishes it to Bridges. Knocked away. 5 to shoot. At the teardrop. Here's Zeller.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Zeller. And so Zeller nails both of them.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Curry on the wing. Rozier defending. Russell with a wide open look. Off target from outside. Hornets trail by 10. Here's Zeller. And Looney sends it back. Green in the post. Working on Biyombo. And there's the feed to Curry. 20 feet out. That's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Washington passes to Bridges. And stolen by Russell. Pass to Looney. Now the Warriors moving it up. Steve, the number of timeouts and even fouls have dropped in recent years. Do you think that's brought a better flow to the game?
Yeah, I think so. I know we have so much stoppage in our game, especially when they go to the referee's review. If we could do something about that. But I love that they've dropped the number of timeouts to keep the flow of the game. That's what most fans want to see, just the flow of the game continue.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Rozier kicks to Bridges. Poked away. Outside, Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Just an exceptional take to the hoop by Green there. Looking to see him go for slams like that more.
Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. Did not happen.
They never really got into a rhythm, despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night.
The Hornets have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. No good on the free throw. The Warriors making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in. And then for Charlotte, Hernangomez is checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Washington. And it's Batum in for Bridges. Good on the second free throw. Here is Russell. And there's the pass to Cauley Stein. Curry against Batum. Curry kicks to Green. Over Hernangomez. And Green with the basket on the assist by Curry. 8 points for Draymond Green. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Down by 15. Here's Kid Gilchrist. 11 points for him in that last game against Sacramento. Rozier the pass to Batum. Just 5 to shoot. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. 5th is Steph Curry.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Wednesday, they'll start out on the road and play the Rockets in Houston.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Stephen Curry is great off the dribble, but he also is good at the catch and shoot.
Hornets trail by 17. Passes it to Zeller. Now Rozier. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Green. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And that one's good. Russell.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Charlotte's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Batum against Russell. Offensive rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And, yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
Here's Batum. After the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Green against Batum. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Over Thompson. Almost, but it rolls out.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And that one's good. Russell. Russell's got 5 points now this quarter.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Now Rozier. To halt the run, and he gets the bucket. Rozier's got 7 points. Good if it goes. No good there. And so it's the Golden State Warriors sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Draymond. Of course, not unusual to see you going up against bigger players. So how do you take advantage of that offensively?
I mean, you just got to take advantage of mismatches. You know, most of the time there's a big guy on me. If not, there's usually somebody trying to switch off. I just got to know when to pop and just take advantage of the mismatches.
You've done just that in the first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, they were completely in rhythm shooting the basketball. Just watching the flow of their offense, everything clicked into place. Fantastic shot selection. They took advantage of everything the defense gave them.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Well, you live by the three and you die by the three. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Warriors leading by 21, setting the floor for the Hornets. Rozier and Monk, they're the backcourt. Washington out there with Bismack Biyombo. And it's Zeller in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
Hitting three-pointers, so important in today's NBA. Good thing Russell's got the range and confidence to do so.
Monk, no one around him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Rozier with the steal.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Over in the corner, Looney. Curry outside. And another three for Golden State.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive three balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Now, here's Rozier.
Well, at this point, it's undeniable that Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. You talk about guys like Ray Allen, he has passed up. That is big time.
Now, here's Monk. Pass to Rozier. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Rozier's got 10. Golden State's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And there are no metrics to deny. What Curry is doing is incredible.
And at this point, we take his jaw-dropping feats for granted. He passes the numbers test, and he certainly passes the eye test. Curry, the best at what he does.
Now, here's Rozier. After the miss from Klay Thompson. Pass to Monk. To the left wing. Here's Washington. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Monk with the ball. Russell's there. The shot by Monk is no good.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
Curry passes to Looney. Over Zeller. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Rozier. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Rozier's got 5 points now this quarter. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. On its way from Curry for 2. Hornets with the rebound. Zeller's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And then Monk with the dunk.
And I think it's going to be crucial that Monk continues to work on his playmaking ability. When he's dribbling the ball like that, he is tough to stop.
Now, here's Thompson. 8 points for him. Here's Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Hornets. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Can't cash in from close range.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Now, here's Rozier. He's got 12. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Stephen Curry. The Hornets have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls, and the Warriors with some changes. Omari Spellman has come in for Green. Alfonso McKinney comes in for Klay Thompson. And Glenn Robinson III is subbed in for Russell. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Williams has checked in. So he gets them both. Golden State's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. And the pass to Spellman. Williams with the block. Back to Curry. Beyond the arc. Kept alive. Spellman takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
And so here's Charlotte. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Washington. He's got 6. At the elbow, Williams. Charlotte again missing. Warriors have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Good vision from Steph. But for that play to work, you also have to get open. Steph put it on the money.
For Charlotte, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Monk with the ball. Robinson on him. The shot by Monk is no good. Curry is inside. Yes, that goes in. Curry's got 10 points in just the second half.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Rozier against Curry. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound.
And taking a look at some stats here for Rozier, last season's performance for him averaged about 9 points per game, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Without a good floor conductor coming off the bench, your offense can quickly grow stagnant. He solves that problem well.
McKinney kicks to Robinson. Corner shot, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Now here's Rozier. 14 points for him. Passes it to Washington. They need this. And it's Rozier missing. Golden State's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. To the middle. Spellman the pass to Curry. They double-team Curry. That one's not going to go. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Here's Washington. Banked in off the glass. Washington's got 8 points. Here's Curry. He's got 19. Pass to McKinney. Over Washington. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Here's Rozier. And it's Looney with the rebound.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen. It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
He gets it in there. Washington's got 4 points this quarter.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Robinson for 3. That shot off the mark. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Curry against Rozier. Stolen by Robinson. Pass to Spellman. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Robinson's got 5 assists tonight. So Rozier will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Kicks it to Biyombo. The pass to Washington. Now here's Monk. Defense right on him. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Warriors. Cauley Stein comes in for Kevon Looney. And it's Burks in for Glenn Robinson III. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Biyombo. Kid Gilchrist comes in for Washington. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Malik Monk. And it's Bridges in for Terry Rozier. Curry on the wing. Bridges with the steal. And here we go with Batum heading to the hoop. Count that one. Batum's got his second basket of the night.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
That was great anticipation on the steal. A gamble that paid off.
The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. Charlotte's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Passes to Hernan Gomez. No good with the triple. Golden State's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Curry against Bridges. Curry's shot is off. The Hornets shooting just 31% in the game.
And you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
5 on the clock. A shot by Batum, no good. Golden State's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. McKinney kicks to Curry. Pass to McKinney. And again, no good by Golden State. You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
So here's Burks following the bucket by the Hornets, and that one drops. And that's 21 points for Steph Curry.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Batum. He has 5. And the foul called on Amari Spellman. That is his first foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Klay Thompson comes in for Alfonso McKinney. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Graham's checked in. 1:36 left here in the third quarter. Batum finds Kid Gilchrist. And Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. Green taking his time here. They double team Curry. Pass to Cauley Stein. He can't get that one. And Charlotte will come the other way. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Now let's see some numbers here on Steph Curry. He's coming off an excellent season. 2nd in free throw percentage, 4th in three-point field goal percentage. And as one of the NBA's top 5 scorers, you also can't forget what an outstanding year he had offensively.
And back to his free throw shooting percentage, 2nd in the league. I never saw lapses in his concentration at all. Always completely focused, completely automatic. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Burks. The Hornets also with a sub. Cody Zeller's checked in for Bridges. Lets it go from 11. Here's Hernan Gomez. Outside Kid Gilchrist. Back to Hernan Gomez. 6 to shoot. Graham with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. And Thompson sends it back.
Don't underestimate Klay Thompson on the defensive end. Perfect timing on the block.
Charlotte has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Graham with the ball. There's the pass to Batum. Outside Kid Gilchrist. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
.11 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Curry is inside. Just 3 on the clock.
Never losing focus. Even after contact, Russell sends it home.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Cauley Stein, Harrison out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Poole in at the 2 guard. That's the Warriors 5. That one goes in. Hernan Gomez has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Hornets.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Passes it to Cauley Stein. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Thompson. Cauley Stein trying to free himself up. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
It gives your offense yet another option when your 2-guard Klay Thompson can play inside and be physical.
Thompson's gotten 6 of his 11 attempts to go in so far from the field, shooting almost 55%. Martin against Cauley Stein. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Pascal. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Here's Harrison. Great D that time from Martin.
Well, you have to understand what your strengths are. Just not a good finish at the rim on that play.
NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty? Around the calendar. There's no off season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the off season. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody is looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Here's Bacon. To the paint. Here's Hernangomez. Nails the baby hook. Hernangomez has got 6 points in the quarter.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Harrison passes to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Harrison. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Graham. To the inside, Kid Gilchrist.
Textbook defense from Klay Thompson. Did a real nice job of contesting the shot and sliding his feet on the shooters. Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Here's Harrison. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Here's Pascal. Hernangomez grabs the miss. Hernangomez has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And so it's Charlotte with it. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Graham kicks to Martin. Pass to Graham. Outside Martin. Just 5 on the clock. Down low. They get the rebound. Graham. Good D by Thompson.
I mean, you got to appreciate the aggressiveness, but you also have to recognize the situation.
Steve, revenue's climbing. We're seeing some star players make $40+ million a year. Top coaches making around $10 million a year. My goodness. You think coaches are due for a raise, though, Steve?
You know, I think all parties involved, the numbers will keep going up, Kevin. The franchise values are going up to over $1 billion. So I think coaches will get a raise, players will get a raise, and the guys that are playing at a high level, especially for coaches, if they're winning, their numbers will go up.
And that one misses. Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for the Warriors. Washington's checked in for Charlotte. He hits the second from the line. The Hornets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th, 4 of 9. Outside, Martin. Washington, that's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Poole. The pass to Harrison. Releases. Poole, no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Martin, the pass to Bacon. Now, here is Hernan Gomez over Cauley Stein. No good from Hernan Gomez. Here's Poole. Hornets with the rebound. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Warriors have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Inside, here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Well, a lot of progress being made from a technical standpoint. You can't escape it, Steve. Shoes now that can tighten themselves without laces, changing colors. Have you gotten yourself a pair yet?
Yeah, Kevin, I haven't, but I've bought a lot of pair for my kids. I do like these type of shoes where there are no shoelaces. I'm a little lazy right now, Kevin, but I love the technology that are going into shoes right now.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Golden State. Omari Spellman has come in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and Alfonso McKinney has subbed in for Glenn Robinson III. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Passes it to Poole. To the middle. Shots good by McKinney.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Graham surveying the floor. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, we know, Steve, the NBA looking at lowering the draft eligibility age from 19 to 18. The one-and-dones would be gone. You like the move?
I do like the move, Kevin. I would just love to have a lot of things in place for these younger guys, whether they're 18, 19, some guys at 25. Just something in place to help these guys, especially with some of the things they're having problems with off the court and also financially. Have some kind of third eye to be able to help these guys.
And this is where the G League comes into play, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
And the second free throw, good.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
Golden State's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Pass to Pascal. Fires the three. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Bacon. Misses off the right iron. Poole, the pass to Pascal. It's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The pass to Hernan Gomez. Martin goes in. It's hauled in by McKinney.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Here's Pascal. Well, we see these sponsorship patches on these uniforms now, Steve. This is the 3rd and final year of the test run. I think it's here to stay. What do you think?
I do, too. I think the numbers have also coincided that it's here to stay. I think also the revenue. I think people love it, and I think the sponsorship helps.
And the first one drops. Charlotte making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Charlotte shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. And here is Graham. Outside, Martin. 4 on the clock. It's blocked. Here's McKinney. Got a piece of it. Here's Graham, and Graham throws it down hard.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Poole. Passes to McKinney. He gets that one. McKinney's got 4 points this quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Graham kicks to Martin. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by McKinney. Golden State's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Poole. Pass to McKinney. Here's the 3. Hornets with the rebound. Washington's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Tries yet again. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Well, Steve, we keep seeing new arenas and new state-of-the-art training facilities. As a player, what do you value more, the home court or the practice court?
Kevin, I really think it's the practice court because you spend so much time there. But a lot of times now, franchises have both, the home court and their practice facility right inside the arena. If you can have the practice court at an all-time high, something guys like and love, they'll spend a lot of time there.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
And that one's good, Harrison. And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Here's Spellman. Pass to McKinney. Here's Harrison. Golden State moving the ball around. Spellman, that one, no good. Excellent D there from Williams.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Here's Bacon. Steve, you know, there is some hostility we're finding between the media, some teams and players, boycotting of certain journalists. Coach Steve Kerr said it's a dangerous situation. What's your view?
You know, I think it is from a standpoint of from a players and organizations with the media, but I think also the media, somebody's going to have to police those guys as well. We got to have it where we're both on the same team. You might not agree, but you got to be on the same team.
I agree. Here's Washington. Pulls it from the elbow. The offensive rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That free throw missing. No luck that time either. The Warriors have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Poole, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Graham. Outside Williams. And there's the pass to Martin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offline from the top of the key.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
And not sure what he was thinking there.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Steph Curry.
You love to see this kind of leadership, directing traffic, keeping everyone happy. He was the straw that stirred the drink.
And so here's Charlotte. Bacon the pass to Graham. And here is Zeller. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
And stolen by Graham. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, everyone knows you do a lot of different things for this team, but what would you say your primary focus is?
Trying to just take responsibility of my defensive duties. Pushing the point guard, force them in a different situation, difficult shots. Being our first, line of defense as they're bringing the ball up, putting pressure on them, and try to take them out their offense. That's a lot of great point guards in this league, so I got to be able to do that all year and try to get a good start to that this season.
That's what franchise players do, play at both ends. Thank you, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.